Hi, today we're going to talk about how to use equations to solve for angle measures. So here we will have two tasks. The first task is to solve for x, and then the second task is to plug x back in to the expression to solve for the actual angle measure. Now these two angles are vertical angles. The fact we know about vertical angles is that they're equal to each other. So I'm just going to set this equal to each other. X plus 12 equals 3x plus 6. Now this is just a multi-step equation we need to solve. I notice that there's an x on both sides and I don't like that. My personal preference is always to choose the smaller x and get rid of it. So this is smaller, so I'm going to subtract x on both sides. That's how I get rid of it. Now I have 12 equals 2x plus 6. And now it's just a two-step equation to solve. Subtract 6 on both sides. 12 minus 6 is 6. It's a lot of 6's. And that just equals 2x. Divide both sides by 2. And x equals 3. Now I'm not actually done yet because the angle is not actually 3 degrees. I have to plug 3 back in here. 3 plus 12. And that equals 15. So I know this angle is 15 degrees. Obviously, the picture does not match up with the angle, huh? But that's okay. So now, this one should be 15 also. So let's plug it back in and find out. 3 times 3 is, 3 times 3 is 9 plus 6. 9 plus 6 is 15. And they should be the same because they're vertical. So again, for vertical angles, we just set the two expressions equal to each other. These two are on a straight line, so they are supplementary. Supplementary are two angles that add to 180 degrees. Now, that means I'm going to add x plus 3 plus 2x plus 6. Okay, so I added each expression together, and I set it equal to 180 because that's what supplementary angles do. You add them together and it adds up to 180. Now, first thing I'm going to do is combine some like terms. I have an x and I have a positive 2x. So x plus 2x, that's 3x. And here I have a positive 3 and a positive 6. So 3 plus 6 is 9. Now that I did the combining like terms, it's just a two-step equation that I can solve. Subtract 9 on both sides. And that's 171 equals 3x. And divide both sides by 3. And x equals, I don't know, let's find out. 171 divided by 3, that equals 57. Now, I'm not actually done, though. We just know that x equals 57. But I don't actually know the angle measures. So this one, nice and easy, I do x plus 3. So 57 plus 3 is 60. Here it's a little more difficult. I do 2 times 57. 2 times 57, that's 114 plus 6. So 114 plus 6 is 120. And we can check our work. These two should add up to 180 because they are supplementary. They're on a straight line. So 60 plus 120 does equal 180. So to review what we did, we added this expression plus this expression and set them equal to 180. Okay, our next one, these are complementary because they make a corner. Complementary angles are two angles that add up to 90 degrees. So that means I have to add 15 plus 4x minus 5. Plus 4x minus 5. And now I'm going to solve. It's a multi-step equation. First, I'm going to combine like terms. So I have a 5 and a minus 5. So, 15 and a minus 5. So 15 minus 5 is 10. And then I still have that plus 4x. And now it's just a two-step equation I can solve. Subtract 10 on both sides. And I get 80 equals 4x. Divide by 4 on both sides. And x equals 20. But I'm not actually done yet. I have to plug it back in. This one's great because I already know that this is just 15. There's no x, so there's nothing to plug in. But I do have to plug in a 20 right there. So it's 4 times 20 minus 5, and that equals 75. And we can check our work. 15 plus 75 does equal 90. And this is our last one. The three angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. That's just a fact that you need to know. So that means I'm going to add x plus 3x plus 2x. And now I'm going to combine some like terms, which is great because they're all x's. So this is really a 1x plus 3x plus 2x, which equals 6x. And now it's just a one-step equation. Divide by 6 on both sides, and x equals 30. But I'm not done yet. I have to plug that back in. Now this angle just is x, so it's 30 degrees. Boom, done. This angle is 3 times x. So 3 times 30, that's 90 degrees. And this angle is 2 times x. So 2 times 30 is 60 degrees. And we can check our work. 90 plus 30 is 120. Plus 60 is 180. So it does add up to 180. So that's how you use equations to solve for missing angles.